All right. Yeah, we got a healthy battery this time.
Yeah.
And full space on what happened to the camera?
The memory card.
Memory card. Full memory card.
Full memory
so
card.
empty memory card and a full battery.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, we're back with another one. We're still working on an intro, what we're going to do or say.
Oh, I mean, my name is Reno, New Height Media.
Michael Lord. 100
And,
Beast Mike.
and this is
A Wrench in the Camera.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we worked that and we synced that up. We didn't even write that down.
That's pretty clean. I should probably say closer. But
all right, yeah. So this is gonna be probably a shorter episode. Marino has stuff he has to do in life outside of here, aka this is not that important to Marino.
I mean, it is. Usually we do it on Thursdays. Usually Fridays, I'm always doing something.
He's doing something else. All right, my bad. I threw off his schedule with my inconsistent.
No, we straight. It's not. It's
my
not
job.
biggie.
My job is I get one weekend off. Well, this month I actually have 2 weekends off, but I usually I usually only get 1 weekend off for whatever reason. Because reasons that I won't get too far into until I'm full-fledged working for myself.
All right. Kind of see where that one was going.
All right, so this is what's today? November 5th. Today's November 5th.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. Oh, wow, look at that universe. Halloween just passed.
Yep.
You don't celebrate Halloween. I don't celebrate Halloween either.
I didn't know why you had it on the board.
I knew he was gonna ask that question. Why did I write it down? So, what happens is, my son. I'm all about letting him, have his imagination. If you want to dress up today, he likes dinosaurs. He really likes sharks right now. It was dinosaurs, and now he transitioned into sharks. But he likes dressing up, and I'm all for him having his imagination and doing that. Mm. So Halloween is the time you get to wear all these different costumes and whatnot, and the costumes be expensive. All right, relatively.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to buy 5 of them, it's about near $150 for some costumes. I'm not doing that. Day after Halloween, or
get some bed sheets, covers in it,
or 2 days later, everything's on sale. Now I could buy 10 costumes for like $30. Yeah, so that's a bang from a buck. You know what I mean? We did that this year, and there was no costumes, so I felt bad. Felt like I let my son down, and he wasn't able to get
poor kid.
He wasn't able to get his costumes. I ended up
Caleb's looking at you, Brad.
Yeah, so I ended up going to Target, and we got
one of those little.
It's a Fortnite costume that was on sale. I don't play Fortnite, so I don't know who this guy is.
Does he play Fortnite?
No, I don't let him play Fortnite. Not really. He has another game that's kind of like Fortnite, but is
it
Super Animal Royale?
Okay.
But it's Super 8. Some ninja guy. His name's 8 Ball or something like that. He's a ninja. Has an 8 on his face. Looks like the 8 ball when playing pool. Do you watch scary movies? Are you in the scary film?
I haven't watched them in a minute, but I used to watch like Halloween.
That's Michael Myers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like the Freddy Krueger movies and like Freddy vs. Jason. But I never watched any of those like the Conjurings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Those get a little too weird.
It's too much, right? Yeah, they get a little demonic. I'm
the slashers, all like I'm cool. All day, but
right.
Like the little creepy devil worshiping like spirits and shit. It's like I like my peace. In my home.
I like peace in my home. So you like you follow the slashers or?
I don't follow any of it like closely.
Okay.
Kind of like if it's someone or like family or like I'm bored, I was like,
you just put it on. All right. Yeah. So I never really watch horror films like that because it was just like if I'm watching TV, I'm doing it for my enjoyment. There's nothing nothing enjoyable about being afraid. I don't understand. I don't understand people that are like, boo, ah, oh yeah, like, ooh, like do it again. Like I don't get that. So I never was really a big person into that. So then people was like, oh, you're just scared of this, whatever. But like, then you really watch the movies, they're just stupid. There's no deep plot. I don't. Oh God, Marino. The battery light for the camera just came on. I looked at Marino's face like, what?
It's a double battery pack in there though. Hold on.
Where's the charger thing for it?
I'll just keep this cat rolling.
Yeah, he's just gonna plug it up. Are you gonna stop it?
I'm gonna stop this part.
Okay, so. Oh, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying?
We were talking about following.
Oh, like slasher films and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so people always talked about like how I was scared of watching the movies, and I was like, no, I'm not. I mean, I've seen Jason, seen Freddy, I've seen The Exorcist, I've seen Hills Have Eyes. I've seen a little bit of Chainsaw Massacre growing up,
Yeah.
but I lose interest in the movies because they're always slow, and then they're shot really dark. Like I get that you're trying to scare me, and not seeing something but knowing something's there. That's kind of scary. That's like some scary stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, but when I'm watching a film, I want to be I need to see what's going on in order for me to be scared, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so like if I'm looking at a black screen, I can't necessarily tell what's going on. That I'm just like, all right, this is stupid. So I don't like when movies are shot like that. Like, I can't even give an example of a horror movie because I don't necessarily remember one. Alien versus Predator. I don't know if you remember that movie,
Yeah.
but everyone's been waiting to see this movie, and then the whole movie was dark, or was it the second one? But yeah, they shoot it dark. They have horrible lighting, and it's stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So to me, it wasn't that dark.
All right.
Like, yeah, in general, like it's very like there really no bright scenes in that movie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like dark enough. Like to me, it's like the intention it was supposed to be dark. Like, but I guess I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It is. So, then we watched It. So I guess a bunch of people watched It growing up, and it was very scary.
I think I watched it when I was like really little, but I haven't seen it since, and I barely remember the movie.
Okay, so everyone always has like some type of story about watching It, or
I just remember I was at my cousin's house. That was it, and he tried to scare me.
Yeah. And then It is a clown that preys on little kids, and he like feeds on fear or whatever. So like it was. Did you see the new one? You didn't see the new one?
No, I haven't seen it. Did you see it? You saw it?
Yeah. So that's what we went to go see, and they were like,
Wait, how new? Like they just came out?
yeah, they came with It Part 1, and then they came with It Part 2.
Oh,
recently.
I didn't know they made the part 2.
Yeah.
I remember
So
part
the
1.
first movie, I guess, was like 3 hours or something like that. And it was on TV, and it had like some crazy scenes in there, and blah 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 blah. And then the second one, this version came out, and it split it up in 2 parts. And I mean, it was alright, I guess, for what it was. I laughed a couple times because like he's picking on little kids, man. Like he's not fighting adults. Adults don't even see him. They don't even know he's there.
Yeah, I think that was like his thing. That was like the whole thing. Like only kids or like
Yeah.
kids can actually see him.
And then Freddy, he comes in your dreams, and I be having wild dreams. I don't think Freddy can handle me in my dreams.
So just speaking of dreams, this is kind of like almost a tangent, but I remember the worst time I had nightmares for like a week straight when the Grinch movie first came out.
The Grinch?
Yeah.
Like the Grinch that stole Christmas?
Yep. The real life movie came out, right?
With Jim Carrey?
Yes.
All right.
So the movie came out. Mom brought home a cereal box. You know, we love our Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks, and it had a picture of the Grinch on it.
Okay.
The whole time it was in the house, kid you not, had nightmares of the Grinch trying to kill me in my sleep. I was sitting there, gotta run away from the Grinch every night. as soon as the box went away, I was good. While I was there, it's the worst few nights of sleep I ever
Grinch. Wow.
had. Yeah,
And
you know how dreams are like so realistic.
yeah,
Like you wake up like panting and just like.
that had to be intense, Marina. I don't think I had any nightmares from movies per se.
And it was like random too. Like why like the Grinch of all people? Like I know it's not even like a horror.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, I guess
I don't know. When I was young, just the way they did the trailer, because they wanted to make it kind of scary. And I was like,
did they?
I mean, looking back at it now, obviously no. It was like really retarded. When I was younger, it was scary. I was like, oh, it's supposed to be some kind of scary person.
I know we got.
Maybe I was easily scared. I don't know.
I gotta look up the Grinch trailer from back then. Somewhere on YouTube.
Like I'm pretty sure if we look at it now, I'm like, yeah, this is retarded.
Why was I afraid of the Grinch? That's my son's favorite movie. He loves watching the Grinch. Speaking of which, yeah, Halloween's over, so that, like I told you, my wife's ready to put down Christmas. Which, whatever. Is what it is. It's cold and wet now in Florida, so I guess we could do that. But
like I just found like the craziest thing was like soon as Halloween is over, very next day, Christmas trees and lights go up.
Yeah,
I was like, we just blew past Thanksgiving.
It wasn't even there. It's not even there anymore. Like when I was looking for the costumes for Caleb, there was all Christmas decorations. It started to smell like apple and cinnamon, and they got the trees up, all that stuff, Santa costumes, and all that stuff was up. I was just like, yo, this is crazy. Y'all mean tell me y'all didn't over inventory this year? Was it COVID? COVID taught you guys that lesson?
Like, to me, it's like, I think when it comes to the holidays, Halloween is one night that people, or weekend that people just get to, mainly for the adults,
to dress up.
Get to dress up and party.
Okay.
And then as soon as that night's over, cool, we get ready for the real holiday, which is Christmas.
It's just Christmas.
Thanksgiving, we'll have a little dinner with our friends.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
I guess you could market Christmas better, because like anything really could be a gift.
Yeah.
Like,
so like the way I grew up, we just, whenever, like my parents like just randomly like wake us up in the middle of the night, like, here's a bunch of gifts for y'all. Y'all been doing good at school and blah blah blah. And it'd be like, every month, every other month, just wake up, get a bunch of stuff. So it was like, kind of like Christmas was
just another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to give gifts and do stuff like that on a regular basis too. Sometimes it's a little easier than other times, I guess. And then Caleb's like always, he's growing and changing, I guess, because at one point in time he was Ninja Turtles all day every day. Then he turned into Black Panther all day every day. Dinosaurs, and now he's sharks. Now he likes sharks. So that's the thing there.
What's his favorite shark?
He has great white sharks. Yeah. Nice great white sharks. Do you remember the show Street Sharks?
It sounds really familiar.
Yeah, so Canada came up with a TV show that was going to kind of be like Ninja Turtles, but with sharks.
Are they? Oh,
yeah.
They're like the kind of like so like humanoid sharks.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so they're
that's really old.
80s, 90s cartoon. I remember it briefly. I had a toy. I probably had like a Happy Meal. Probably had some toys growing up, and I was talking to my son about it. But you can get everything on Amazon nowadays. So we got the whole season for him. So he watches that like all the time.
Hey.
And he's really into Godzilla too. So I found remember Godzilla 2000?
Yeah. Oh, that was my favorite Godzilla.
The movie and then the TV show. So yeah, we have that as well. I wish. So now that like I have them, it's like, bruh, you really should have kept like your GameCube and your Xbox and all that.
See,
like I traded in so much.
But it's like,
stuff.
how are we supposed to know that?
I don't know. I don't know.
We advanced so much, but it's still like 90s is still like the best era.
So you think, and like I thought like, all right, they'll just make another game. So like there was a game called Godzilla Destroy All Monsters.
I remember that.
Yeah, and it had every monster, like Godzilla vs King Kong came out. He would have been all over this. Like you could have just. They need to make a Godzilla versus all like King of the Monsters again, video game nowadays.
I'm surprised they did it.
It was not like how
because usually, at least back then, whenever they come out with a movie, it's usually a game that comes out like right after.
Man, all these kids just want to play Fortnite, time. Man. That's all they want to do.
Fortnite is not all about Fortnite.
They want to play Fortnite and do the floss and dab all the time. That's all these kids want to do. All right, so we talked about you want to produce camera, cinematography, all that stuff. So do you have favorite genre show, TV, documentary, commercials?
A favorite? Nah.
Do you watch any and everything? Grab inspiration?
Yeah, like I really like watching like nonfiction movies. Or like I always like Coach Carter. Freedom Rider is like one of my all-time favorite.
Okay, yeah, Freedom Rider is pretty good.
And then like a lot of the animation stuff. So like Lilo and Stitch. If anybody that knows me, Stitch is like my favorite. Like I'm obsessed with Stitch. Anything and everything Stitch. And then like the Spider-Man and the SpiderVerse.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I think that was like that
was a really good movie.
One of the best animated movies.
Of
the decade.
Of the decade?
Yeah. Of all time. Like that was like
of all time?
It was crazy. It was good. It was good.
We got to talk about that on another podcast. Actually, let me put that.
He's like, write it down.
I'm gonna put that on.
I'm just saying because the amount of like work that went into that,
that
and,
is
like,
wild.
Knowing how they put it together.
The decade episode 6.
Episode 6
is SpiderVerse the greatest,
and they're making a second one too. So you knew they got to top. They're gonna make a second one. You got to top the first one. I don't know, but I mean, the animation, just purely the animation alone, it was crazy. And then me knowing how like I did like research, like see how they actually did it and all that stuff. And I was like, that movie took a couple years.
That's wild, Marino. I mean, that's okay. I mean, it was a good movie. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying it was bad.
Besides like the Studio Ghibli films
and the story was solid. Like it ticks all the like.
It was good. Right. You can't say it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, like I can't say it was a bad movie. I don't know anybody that doesn't like that movie. That's tough. All right.
It was good. What
else? Documentaries, animation.
The animation, like sci-fi.
Not necessarily biopics, I guess.
Somewhat, yeah. Because like if it's like it's related to someone I actually know.
Okay. Like, did you watch The Last Dance about Michael Jordan or whatever on
No. And people are probably gonna hate me for this.
Okay. Let's
go Never was like a huge Michael Jordan fan.
All right. That's tough, Marina. So my mom named
and the only thing that came out of it was like apparently he was a huge jerk. Everybody came out saying it like, damn, Michael Jackson. I mean, not Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan was a
they said that about him.
A bit of a-hole.
My dad wanted me to be a junior, so I was gonna be Everett Joshua Lord, and my mom was like, nah. So she named me Michael after Michael Jordan. Well, at least that's what she said. So
I mean, that's better than being named after cologne.
Everett's a cologne?
No, my middle name Dior. My mom was like, I like that fragrance.
Marina Dior Scott.
Marino Devant Dior Scott.
Devant Dior.
I really just put my whole government name on it.
That's wild, Marino.
Dang, that's crazy.
You probably told me that like once ever, maybe, possibly.
Yeah, not too many people actually know my middle name.
That's wild, Marino.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah.
And I'm a junior, so I got a long behind name.
I'm speechless now, Marina. That's crazy. What else I don't know about you? That's wild. All right.
I don't know. It's probably, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably a little bit more. You probably don't know. This is how quiet I am. I just don't talk about my life.
That's crazy. I was with this man every day for 4 years straight. Literally.
Man, that's what is wild.
That's kind of crazy. All right.
But
yeah, but what else are you watching out here?
I don't know. Like I watch all the Marvel movies.
All right.
All that stuff.
That's what I meant to ask you when we were talking about Venom too. Are you more of a Marvel or are you more of a DC person?
Marvel.
True.
Marvel. Yeah. Like I like Batman, Superman.
I mean,
Basically,
that's
like
it.
the key characters.
That's all they want to talk about.
But as like anybody else really in DC, like I don't really because I don't. Is Static Shock DC or Marvel?
He's DC.
DC. I rock with Static Shock. I hope they actually make a movie.
If they ever do.
Shows.
Do you watch Young Justice?
Yeah.
Okay. Season 4 is out now.
I think I'm on like just started season 3. Oh yeah. It's pretty cool. Like, wait, you talking about the real life one or the animated one?
Well, that's Titans is.
Oh, it's called Titans.
Titans is what's
the real one.
Is the real one, and then Young Justice is the animated one.
I think 2 or 3 episodes of Titans, and I was like, eh.
Yeah, we can't. I haven't watched a live action superhero TV show in a while. It was banned from the house. I mean, we was watching all of them.
Wait, I think we talked about this at one of the podcasts. I didn't know you had banned it from the house.
Yeah, we like banned it from the house. It was just like no more tights. It was over it. And it was too much soap opera type stuff. Like
it's like to me, it's like they all start off really good.
Yeah,
but I feel like they get dragged on too long.
Just take it on,
and it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah,
like The Flash just got worse and worse. To like the last, I think like one of the last episodes.
Yeah,
it basically had like lightsabers. They used like the force electricity and just create like little swords. I was like, y'all really doing like a whole Star Wars thing? One of them was wearing like a metal mask.
Yeah, I tapped out season 3, maybe. I don't know. It was too much for me.
I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I watched. It's really hard to categorize. It's like whatever just seems interesting.
Whatever's interesting. Yeah.
That's good. What about you?
I enjoy a good biopic. Sometimes I like weird stuff too. Like there's that one movie on Netflix called MFKZ or something like that. It was some weird animation. Had RZA in it. Had Vince Staples in it. Had it was interesting. It was interesting. It was an interesting movie.
Whatever someone says, it was interesting.
It was interesting.
She really like it, but she really hate it.
Yeah,
like, what is this?
It kept my interest. It kept it just like, yo, what's about to happen? I like a good biopic. Like we're watching WuTang right now on Hulu. It's really good. I like the music biopics or whatever, because like you always hear about like their songs or whatever, and then like they can never necessarily talk about, well, in the rap genre at least, they can never really talk about like what they actually did until statute of limitations is up and stuff like that. So then like you finally get to hear the stories. But WuTang is a New York rap group, and us growing down, well, you partially grew down in the South. I mean, do you favor more South rappers, or do you?
No, I mean, lived in Philly for like 6 years before I came down here. So.
You probably more South than North, huh?
Yes. Yes. No, because that's my problem. I just like everything.
Yeah.
I listen to everything because I still listen to Fabulous, Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Like all of New York, like Lil TJ. I think honestly a lot of rappers that I listen to is from like up north, except for like Lil Baby. I think he's from Virginia or something. He's from somewhere in the South.
He's from Atlanta, isn't he?
Lil Baby? Baby's from Atlanta?
Unless he was born somewhere else. I don't know. I don't listen to Lil Baby, though, so.
Oh. Because he got like a real strong accent. Like, I met like a couple people from Atlanta. I've never heard that accent before.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just how he talks. But we don't, I mean, we didn't grow up with WuTang, so it was like, to people that I was always around, they like WuTang or whatever, or like my cousins or whatever, because they was always up in New York and stuff. They like WuTang, and like I only know like a few songs, so like I'll watch interviews or whatever. I mean, I guess that's what I mainly do. Spend more of my time on YouTube watching interviews, Breakfast Club and such and such songs, or Drink Champs and stuff like that. It's more of what I'm watching nowadays.
I mean, 90% of what I watch is on YouTube.
Yeah. So like, and then you can only get but so much from an interview because they're only pushing like a movie or whatever from the moment. So like,
what did I think it's like behind the music, what they used to do on like
Yeah, behind the music,
MTV
unsung
or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, stuff like that. I used to like always be into those.
Yeah. I always like hearing the stories of like how they got to where they were and like what they're doing now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's always interesting to me. So like yeah, we love watching WuTang, Notorious. All Eyes on Me was alright. Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah, and like seeing those type of stuff.
Speaking of like, how do you feel about 50 Cent?
50 Cent? You know,
You heard his interviews or stuff like that?
I watched the Games interview on Talib Kweli's thing. He talked about getting back. So I didn't like 50 Cent growing up. I didn't care. I didn't care about G Unit. I didn't care about none of that stuff. I guess Candy Shop is straight. PIMP, I guess that was another one of his songs that was straight. And then
did you actually listen to his album though?
No. Yeah. No, I didn't care about 50 Cent. But I watched his interviews. So then, like after the Game said something about 50 Cent, I was like, I had 50 Cent. I watched some 50 Cent interviews. So then I started watching 50 Cent. I started going down that rabbit hole.
He's like, he's one of those people that you look like you just straight up like look at him, see the picture, you thought you think one way, and then, like you actually hear him talk and articulate, like get to know him a little bit more. Yeah, and, like he's definitely not.
Get Rich or Die Trying was a good movie. Yeah. I like the story. I get him. Like there's some rappers that I probably won't really listen to their music, but I would watch their interviews.
Yeah, because even like because he produces like a show, Power. Yeah, like it's a really good show. Yeah. Like some of his interviews done, the dude's like hilarious, and like some of the stuff that he talks about, like his way of thinking, because he's always like bullying other people and like. Yeah, he said.
He said, "I don't want a problem, but when you want a problem, I say no problem."
Yeah, that's like my favorite. That's like one of my favorite.
I was like, I got to put that on the shirt. That's hard right there.
I was like, I feel that. Straight facts.
I feel that.
Like, I want a problem, but you want a problem? No problem.
No problem. Yeah. So like, yeah. So we just gotta understand, like, just leave people alone, man. Don't be a jerk. There's no reason. You're poking at the lion, and then you get mad at the lion for scratching your face off. now you got no leg, you ain't got no face because you was poking the lion, but the lion's the villain.
Right, leave him alone. That's how most of life is. It's just like just leave it alone. Why you starting stuff?
Yeah, why you starting stuff? So, do you watch the verses?
I think I watched
or listen to them or whatever. No. How do you feel about T.I. calling out, King of South versus the Bully of New York, King of New York?
Who's the so-called King of New York right now?
He was talking to 50 Cent. Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess they're in the same era. Because
that's like
50 Cent was elementary, middle school for us. Yeah. And then he kind of came back in.
Oh, my man, the next step, like.
Did he? What? I don't know if any. I'm not really a 50 Cent connoisseur, so I can't tell.
Like, as far as like hits, like. I feel like T.I. probably has more hits.
I feel like T.I. would win in the verses. I mean, it's not necessary. They're not supposed to be.
But it's like, if we're being honest, it's like neither one of them I really want to see in the verses. It's like.
Nah,
I guess maybe back in
tried.
The day. But
I really did try because, but then sometimes music is like, it's for that time period too. Yeah. So like, you ever go back and like listen to some of those stuff? So like, I try to listen to 50 Cent, from the first album up, or whatever, and I couldn't.
So
I couldn't really do it.
I don't even really like a lot of his music. His first album was like pretty good, but then after that it was kind of like whatever. It's like a couple songs that he released here and there. Yeah. But it's like usually his first album was like when I'm like upset and I'm like in the gym and I was like, I listen to like all that whole album because it's just like. It's really aggressive.
I blame it on the New York, like some of the New York stuff. Like I can't listen to a whole. Well, let's see. Dave East, Joel Santana mixtapes.
I actually like recently started listening to Davies a little bit.
Yeah, I like Davies. Davies cool. Goes off. The ASAP Mob in general, they don't necessarily. I mean, they are New Yorkers, but they don't necessarily sound like from New York. So, I think that's what it is, or probably like the. I don't know. I haven't really found too many of them that I like that.
Yeah, I like Tyler the Creator.
He's from Cali,
but he's from like I forgot, was it East or West?
He's West Coast. He's a West Coast rapper.
But I like a lot of rappers out there too.
He has pretty good interviews as well.
I like all I'm gonna say his blend is pretty funny. He's just like really creative. Like him and ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky, like their music is good, but a lot of it's like outside of what they do, outside of the music.
Yeah.
Is like kind of really interesting. They're 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
Artists, not just like drop a couple songs here and there and blow up and go back to hiding.
Yeah, there's like Spotify has like one or two Tyler the Creator songs that keeps coming up. The Earthquake song. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna hum this, but it's a vibe. But yeah, so
and of course anime. Yeah, I watch. That's my main thing.
Fun. Yeah, of course. I forgot what we were talking about.
Fun for the fun for the family. But I mean, so we talked about interviews. I guess that's why you want to do more interview type and do the articles or whatever.
Yeah, because I think they've always been interesting to me. Like,
yeah,
listen to like a music artist, a basketball player, somebody who does sports, somebody who does like whatever. Even
the 30 for 30s,
yeah,
or whatever.
I watch them all the time.
Yeah,
so it's like stuff like that. Cause like you know,
even if I don't even know who the person is, I'll just
So like because like you may know what they do just from what you see like on average on TV, what they're known for, but actually like hearing them like you talked about before, like kind of like their story, how they grew up and stuff like that. Like that's the stuff that always like got me more interested, and then especially after listening to that. I was like, kind of like you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Now that I actually like feel like I know you a little bit. So that's what so that's pretty much how I wanted to get into it. Just want to get to know little people a little more.
Right.
Especially like in the car scene, it's usually like because like it's like, hey, do you know so and so? Like, no, what does he drive? Like,
right.
Oh yeah, no.
That happened. Like one of my coworkers was like, yeah. So do you? How often do you guys shoot the podcast? I was like, yeah, we shoot, every weekly or whatever. And then he was like, yeah. So how long do you know Marino? What? So yeah, I met him at a car meet. Blah 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 blah. I said, oh, okay, this is a little weird right now. All right, because he's a new guy. He's a new guy, and I don't talk to strangers. Strangers danger. All right, I don't.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Stranger
right?
danger.
I'm slowly but surely getting out of I mean, I talk more now, I guess. But, yeah, he was like, yeah, I met Marina at a car meet, and he wanted to do a shoot, and blah blah blah.
Is his name Sean?
Yep.
Yeah, it was 350.
Yep.
Yeah. They just met him and his girlfriend in person because we talked about doing a shoot a while ago. So we're supposed to do something sometime soon.
He's always wearing Naruto socks.
Yeah.
So I get on to him. I said, hey, man, this is day 45. If you're wearing Naruto socks, who are your favorite characters? He said, Shishui.
Shishui, yeah.
And then Mike Guy. And I was like, how do you like Shishui? And he was even in the show. He's like, yeah, there was filler. I said, so you mean to tell me you watched that filler nonsense?
You didn't watch the fillers?
No. No, I didn't. I didn't watch.
I watched them at first, and after like a certain point, I was like, I'll just get to it.
Because he gets too deep in the filler episodes.
But it's crazy because like a lot of the fillers come back around, and you're like, oh. And like bring more context to what's going on.
Oh my gosh. I was just like, bro.
But I mean,
you could have did world building a different way. Naruto is.
But I mean, the actual like the filler episodes when they were talking about the Uchiha clan was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I went through.
Like a lot of the Itachi stuff was like fillers.
Very, long periods of times of not watching Naruto and waiting until the fillers were over, until it got to the point to where someone was like, "Why don't you just read it?" Because I was an avid non-reader for a very long time, and then I started reading.
I used to read the mangas. I forgot what website it was you go to.
Oh, a lot of them they go up and then they get shut down very quickly sometimes.
And I used to remember Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
The magazines that used to have like all different types of anime. That's how I first started reading it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Dang, it's such a long time ago. I feel old. I don't even think they make those.
Also, with the seasons changing, SEMA is about. Do you
I haven't went. I think CJ and DJ are there right now.
Yeah, Bozard.
I
think Bozard's in. Or
yeah,
I don't know.
I think all the salespeople in Bozard are there. But I know like because like TJ Hunt, Dustin Williams. Yeah. TJ, he did a new version of the wide body kit for a C8 that he revealed. I think Dustin just has his GTRs.
All the GTRs, yeah.
But it seems pretty cool. Like it'd be nice to go one day.
Yeah, I like seeing all the builds. I definitely like seeing the ones that run. So for the longest time, I thought that they were all complete. They're not all complete.
Really?
Yeah. So like, you know how like growing up, Pimp My Ride was the thing, right?
Unfortunately.
So Pimp My Ride was a thing, and so you want to be a player, but your wheels ain't fly. But hook us up, get a pimped out ride. But like, dude.
You ever like look back and like watch all this stuff? And you're like, they really just did that to the moment.
You put a waterfall in my backseat.
I look back and I was like, I don't know how they got away with some of this stuff. And I wonder how long these owners actually kept the car for like major issues popped up. Just like,
so you like you see those and you're like, oh that's cool or whatever. But then like the older I got, the more I was like, well that's not functional. Like. I mean,
well, you don't want to have like a PlayStation in the back of your car.
Why do I need it in the trunk? The trunk?
You didn't want like a whole TV and like game system in the trunk.
Yeah, so I mean, to their defense, they did fix like when people's car they did like the inspection or whatever. Like some of them were too rusty, or some of them was like literally about to like be split in half or whatever. So they did get them new cars. They did fix some stuff, but I did read an article a while back saying that like a lot of the cars came back with electrical issues and fires and stuff like that. They did have...
yeah, because not once did I see them like run an actual amp or something. Increase the voltage. Like, we're just going to drop several 12-inch subs and TV screens.
Stock battery, stock. They're about to blow this car up. It looks nice, though. And then they did have I guess it was like the end of the season episodes to see what people were doing. And some people, there's one dude, he kept getting into car accidents. So then at the end of the season, when they brought everybody back, all he had was the bumper or whatever. He's like, can you get, nah, man, you only get one ride. But I said all that to say that, like, you see some of the really cool builds or whatever, and then, like, it's an incomplete thought or whatever because it wasn't done all the way. So some of the cars don't run. They got no drive shafts. They claim 1,000 horsepower, but there's no dyno sheet. It's not running well, or they're trailered in and trailered out type thing. So like Hoonigan, like I really like Hoonigan because like they build the car and then they shred it. Yeah. Like they put it through the torture test. Like I feel like if you can't do that with your build, then it's not a build. Like sure. All you got right now is a concept, a rolling concept. So yeah. TJ Hunt's C8 is pretty cool. I like it. I like I like that he's doing the wide bodies. I think that's really dope that he has his hunter kits.
Yeah, street hunter kits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually like carved out his own little market with them.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because I used to watch his some of his first videos and he just had the one BRZ.
Yeah.
And just like I think one of the videos like first one's like him just installing it in exhaust.
Yeah.
And that junk like blew up. I think it has like over 1 million views right now.
Yeah, he has the
and like to where he is now. Like
Tim and Calvin had the BRZ, right?
Yeah,
So.
Calvin has one too.
And then Dustin, I like the GT. I like the Millennium Jade.
Oh yeah,
The R35.
Yeah, that's
that shade of green, olive, whatever they want to call it, that goes hard. He has to be on the right car though. I
want to because this is just like obviously just through videos. I want to actually see it in person. I'm pretty sure it's so much better in person.
Probably, yeah. So
I know he said something about it has like metallic flakes and stuff in it too. I was like, man, that's pretty sick. But not like there's SEMA, from what I've heard, is probably like one of the best car shows you go to.
Yeah,
that's like the
that's like a dream.
What an actual
it's a dream trip right there. Like
it's always in Vegas.
Yeah, every year, first week of Vegas. I mean, not first week of Vegas, first week in November.
So it's literally like a whole week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like 5 days, 7 days, something like that. Yeah.
All right, making a trip. See you next year.
You got to do it. Got to go. That'd definitely be a dream to have my car or cars in a SEMA booth.
Set up you need to have like the 100 beast booth set up there.
Yep. You can do it.
Got to. You can even do it like locally here. You start small.
Yeah. Like
so I know like one of my friends, Keem, he has like a little static RSX red. He has like I don't know if it was Meteor, but he has like a little photography thing called Frigid Shots. He does like video and stuff. And he told me, I seen him like a couple of days ago. And he said he ordered the banner.
Yeah.
Like the you know how the Odd Boys, they had like this little flag thing.
Yeah.
Like so he had got that and stuff like that. And I guess he's getting ready to have like a little booth, and he got his people in his car group or whatever, and they're gonna set up something. So like that's pretty dope.
Yeah. You got the Swerve shirt on.
Yeah.
So what car show?
It's from Swerve Fest. I like
that's a Florida based one?
Yeah, I think they're out in Orlando.
Okay.
The guy who owns it. The show was in Daytona Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was that like the same? You've been to Simply Clean? Simply Clean's not that.
I don't know if I went to Simply Clean or was it Clean Culture I went to. I think it was Clean Culture. Clean Culture's in Daytona too, right?
I almost feel like they're all in like the same place at this point.
Pretty much. Daytona's pretty popular.
Well, Clean Culture was at the Speedway.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Clean Culture. I think that was my first car show.
Okay.
And then there was Clean Culture, then it was Swerve Fest, and then it was Slammed Enough. That first time I went to like all that in like 1 year. And then I think, is it next weekend or the weekend after, they have another show down in Daytona?
I have no idea.
Called The Strip. I don't know. One of my friends said it's pretty much like Clean Culture, Simply Clean. But I guess it's like this huge strip down in Orlando that people just, not Orlando, but Daytona, that people just drive up and down and show like cars.
I feel like I got to go to one like out of state. Because like I went to...
Like
yeah, because I went to Simply Clean, then you go to Clean Culture, and then you go to another one, and it's like, I've already seen this car.
Oh, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, you know, especially here in Florida, you pretty much see the same cars at every single show, and it's not really anything different.
You see everybody.
But, yeah, I get you saying, like, it would be cool to actually go out of state. And, like, obviously, you don't know nobody over there.
Yeah,
so.
see different builds. That's all I want to do. See different builds.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think probably my goal is to actually, like, I need to make, like, a video, go to these car events, and make, like, a whole little movie recap. I need to start doing those recaps. I just, like...
You gonna do it for Clean Culture? Oh, dang, it's freaking microphone.
No, I took... I think I just took pictures.
Okay.
Cause I think what it was, like, since it's my first time at the show, I kind of just want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll just snap a couple of pictures here and there because I don't really have to think about it.
Yeah.
And the video, I kind of had to, like, think a little bit. I think the only video I made was for, like, it was for Swerve Fest.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, then, like, it's so loud, it's crowded, people walking in the way, or you're walking and then you're walking to someone else's shot.
Yeah, cause I went to clean culture. That's another reason I didn't do it either. As soon as I got out of the car, I seen like 5 to 6 people with like little gimbals and stuff. Yeah. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Right, cool. Yeah, and be another one. Yeah. Sea of photographers, cinematographers.
I was like, we're so oversaturated.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another story.
It is what it is.
It is.
Yep. I don't know how long we've been going, but you do got stuff to do, I guess. Oh, you're late.
Oh, whatever.
You said 4:00, right?
Yeah, what time is it now?
It's 4:01.
Oh, I text them. We're cool. I'm cool with them.
All right. So, yeah. Well, this is I guess close and.
Oh, so yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening to the podcast. Please comment. You know, we'd like to hear what you guys think of it. So especially any kind of suggestions for like topics and whatnot. You know, maybe some special guests that we'll have on in the future. You know,
questions.
We've actually we need to set up a Q&A. Cause like I'm gonna be honest, like I love you guys, but y'all ain't posting comments on this YouTube channel.
I post a Q&A.
So I'll put like questions on the Instagram. I'll probably do that.
New Hype Media, 100 Beast Mike. I guess we'll.
Yeah, and actually, I think when I put the video out for this one, I actually start tagging our stuff on there, on the actual video. But yeah, you got any words of encouragement, advice, suggestions for the peoples?
Once you go to Spotify, type in Nipsey Hussle, Perfect Timing.
Dang.
It's like my favorite song. I love that song.
Yeah, I won't go wrong with that. But all right, you guys, have a good one.
All right, be blessed.
Peace.